thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do in life is that whatever you do, you have to commit yourself. When you say time, you're going to be on time. Okay? That should be the beginning of anything you do. You wake up in the morning, you clean your own room, you set your own bed, and you come on time. Okay? If you want to succeed in life, come on time. You must be punctual. That's one thing that I've always done in my life. I was at a program today, giving the same speech to somebody else, and I had to come here, I had to rush, thinking that I would get caught in the traffic. And I came here and I was sitting around and nobody's here. That's because that's how important time is to me. Maybe it's not for you. But this world is not going to wait for you. You're going to graduate, you're going to be walking out of here one day. But all you will have is a piece of paper. The real challenge is going to be out there. It's what you do with your life. How hungry are you to succeed? It's your attitude and your behavior that will determine your future. The world doesn't owe you anything. You will be competing against everybody else in this world when you walk out of here. So you must always understand the fact that life is what you build of it. You are now like an artist. You are going to draw your own future. If you paint a nice picture, it will be nice. If you don't, it won't be. You are the artist. It's how you skill yourself to be that artist. Getting a piece of paper is one thing, but that doesn't guarantee you any job. You guys are lucky that you guys are going to graduate. You are students of one of our prestigious universities. But that doesn't make you qualified for anything. It gives you a certificate to say you've learned this, but the real world out there is much more competitive. And you'll be competing against everybody else in life. Life is what you make of it. So when you walk out of here, always remember, your life is beginning. You remember when you were a little kid, when you were a kid, we used to play marble, Marble. All sorts of things we play. You know? You don't do those things anymore because you've grown. And your priorities change as you age in life. You are this one person, the same person that was once a little kid in diapers. And now here you are. Your life is like this. You just started here. And you've got all this life left of you. And what you do with your life here will determine how you enjoy your life in the future. The future is in your head. You have to decide for yourself where you want to be, how you want your life to be. Life is a journey. And the journey you will have to take alone. You will have to decide for yourself where you're going to be. You'll have to decide. If you want to be successful, how hungry are you? Getting good marks, you can get good marks. But where does that place you in society? What do you do with your life after that? Does that guarantee that you got good marks, you can get a job? Maybe it can give you preference in line to get a job. But your attitude will determine whether you succeed in life or not. You guys are lucky in university. I only finished grade 10 in Finch High School in 1989. That's the highest level of education I've had. But that is not the end of it, you know. How hungry are you to succeed in life? Where do you want to go in life? You guys are going to be out there looking for a job. I tell you one thing. When I first was seeking work, my application, I wrote before you. There was no internet, there's no phone, and I had to write down my application. The job that I applied for was T-boy or garden boy. That was the job I was qualified for, because I wasn't qualified for anything. And I went and knocked on doors. When there's a sign saying, look at book, I still went and knocked. I was begging for a job. And finally somebody gave me a job as a waiter, you know. And within a year I became the assistant manager of that hotel. That's because I was hungry to succeed. When I was given an opportunity, I took it. And I made sure I became the best at it. You know? Any little job you're given, make sure that you become really, really good at it. I'll give you guys an example. On Mama La Place, the whole in tea, yeah? Tea knows the taste going in the soil. We don't have tea. You know why? Because they've mastered the art of making tea. You can think it's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. That person that makes the tea is so good at it, they've mastered the art. They know when, what a boil, how much the tea to put in, when to roast in, you know, and you can taste the difference. You can give tea to everybody else to make, but I tell you, the person that mastered the art to make the tea, you will taste the tea to be different. Just because they've mastered that art. You need to be good at what you do. Anything that you're given, be the best at it, you know. Be really good at it. Because your future will depend on this. When I was growing up, I went to school. Because something like Kabaya, because something like life was hard. Because in the people I had to take my shoes, the clothes for me, here. And I was a kid and I thought, one day, because in the people, I don't want to be an old man one day. But now I don't care. I don't want to be like that. Therefore, I'm going to succeed somewhere. I must succeed. And that's because I was hungry for it. I am who I am today because of that. You can graduate, you can hold a piece of paper, but that's what you've got. Life is not going to be fair. You'll be competing against everybody else in this world. You can decide what you want to be. You can have your dreams and ambition. But if you're not hungry for it, you will never succeed. One of the problems that we have today in this time is it's very hard to find people that are hungry for work. And I can tell you guys one thing. I've got work, I employ a couple of hundred people working for me. But you know, when I pay really good money for my staff, I give housing and I do everything for them. But I can tell you one thing, there's a lot of people that I'm looking for. But most of the people are finding work, but I can tell you, I went through all every other company with the same problem. Work finding money stuff. I can guarantee that there's a lot of work out there. I've got a lot of positions that I want to fill. They put better working people, but I can't find them. Trust me. I've got people working for me that I want to get rid of, but in replace nobody will stay. That's one of the biggest problems we have in this country. Because one of the problems that we have today in this country is our own attitude. We all think we're entitled to something. This behavior is growing.